So, this is what the outside feels like. Bright, cold, and full of invoices. I've just escaped 9 months of rent-free living, only to land in a world that charges for oxygen and won't stop making noise. Back in the womb, I was dining from an all-you-can-eat buffet straight to the bloodstream. No chewing, no tipping. Now, I'm expected to work for milk like some kind of gig economy? Utterly barbaric. They said after I'm born, I'd see the world. What a scam. So far, it's fluorescent lighting, a nurse with cold hands, and a stack of paperwork labeling me as a financial burden. Everyone's fawning like I've just won the cosmic lottery. Please, yesterday I was weightless, swaddled in warmth, and connected to an all-you-can-eat umbilical buffet. Now I'm bald, broke, and forced to find my own air. I didn't sign up for this. 1 minute I'm luxuriating in a temperature-controlled bubble bath. The next I'm evicted into open-air pandemonium with no exit policy. Some upgrade. How do I like being born? Let's see, the air stinks, the catering's unreliable, and the staff keeps guessing what I ordered like it's some cosmic game of charades. 0 stars. Would not reincarnate. For 9 glorious months, I was royalty. Pampered, adored, floating in my own private galaxy. Now I'm just a damp, pink expense claim with questionable hair and no control over my own head. At least the womb came with mood lighting, 24-hour meal delivery, and built-in lullabies. Out here, it's diaper roulette, chapped skin, and constant Spotify ads between my screams. Ah, yes. Diaper's the height of infant couture. Nothing says I've made it, like strutting around in a padded garbage sack that squishes when I sit down. Truly, the Gucci of disgrace. I can never get used to having to wear clothes. Every outfit feels like a trap. 1 minute I'm basking in the freedom of my natural glow, the next I'm stuffed into something with snaps, tags, and 0 airflow. Basically, I've had to learn how to cry to survive. I tried cooing, sighing, subtle whimpers, nothing. But unleash one full-blown banshee wail, and suddenly, I'm the center of the universe. Teething feels like my mouth is auditioning for a role in Dante's Inferno. Every day's a dental apocalypse, lava gums, endless drool, and people cheering me on like this is some adorable rite of passage instead of oral torture. My only relief comes from my drool-soaked chew toy shaped like a giraffe. Taking my first poop was humiliating. First contribution to the world, and it's literally crap. I didn't ask to create anything, but here I am, leaving my mark in the most primal, aromatic way possible. Suddenly, my bodily functions are a spectator sport. Everyone's clapping like I've just cured cancer because I sat on a plastic throne without exploding. Potty training? It's a cruel joke, really. They call it training. But there's no diploma, no snack, and definitely no dignity left by the end. Oh, sure. One day everyone's thrilled that I can fill a diaper like a champ. And the next, they're expecting me to aim. The hypocrisy is staggering. I'm not looking forward to puberty. From what I've heard, it's a multi-year group project in body horror, lots of sweat, confusion, and no one graduates with dignity. They keep calling puberty a beautiful transformation. Please, so is a cockroach life cycle. They start as an egg, molt through awkward phases, and if they're lucky, make it to adulthood without getting squashed. They say puberty will help me grow. Yeah, mostly in volume, appetite, and general inconvenience. Beyond that, the jury's still out on whether it improves anything besides my ability to slam doors. Puberty feels like getting invited to a party I already know will be painfully awkward. Attendance is mandatory, The music's off key and everyone's pretending they're having a great time while quietly falling apart inside. I'm not looking forward to puberty. It's basically nature's big practical joke. Congrats, you're human. Now enjoy spontaneous sweating, voice malfunctions, and the emotional stability of a soap opera. When your voice cracks, it's like your vocal cords are DJing puberty's greatest hits. Squeak Me Maybe and Oops, my voice did that again. 1 minute you're talking like a normal human, the next you sound like a yodeling goat going through an identity crisis. I can't wait to get my first tattoo. It's like officially signing the lease on my body, except the contract's forever and the landlord's a moody artist with a needle. Getting my first tattoo will be like graduating from notebook doodles to a full-body art installation. Finally, a canvas that travels and complains less than paper. They say tattoos hurt. Please, I've been squeezed through a human Play-Doh opening and slapped on a rival. A buzzing needle sounds like a spa day by comparison. I'm so ready for my first tattoo. It's the only socially acceptable time where you hand someone money to stab you repeatedly and walk out feeling empowered. I can't wait for my first haircut. I've been sporting the escaped lab experiment look for over 9 months. It's time to trade my static cling chaos for something that doesn't frighten small animals. They say your first haircut's emotional. Sure, but if I walk out looking like a Tupperware bowl, I'm demanding a full emotional refund. I'm excited for my first haircut. It's one of the only occasions where you can sob uncontrollably, get covered in your own DNA, and still walk away with a lollipop. So, let me get this straight. I've battled my way out of the womb, survived the slap, the glare, and the paperwork. All so I can file W-2 seconds and fake enthusiasm for burnt bean water? Nope. I'm crawling back into my amniotic suite. Since birth, it's been all about network this and apply yourself to that. Honestly, I'd rather just reapply for womb residency, no networking, no deadlines, just ambient bliss and complementary fluids in first class. I didn't claw my way through the birth canal just to rot in traffic, drown in emails, and flatline mid-Zoom meetings. If this is life, I want store credit, not a sequel. For all the fuss about the miracle of life, it turns out existence is just a long series of downgrades disguised as milestones. You start out royalty in a private aquatic resort and end up rationing coffee pods in a cubicle, telling Minnie you not to eat crayons. And yet, here we are, crying, crawling, complaining, and calling it progress. If this is the human experience, I'd like to speak to the manager. Then I'm outta here.
Lord Almighty! I'm glad that's over. I can't take any more babies whining. Thanks for hanging in there with me, bro.